Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Outdoor Adventures. I'm Frozen, and thanks so much for joining me. I'm in a great mood today, up here for an overnight at the annual Oil Creek State Park backpacking trip. This is kind of the place that I use as my seeing where I'm at physically for the hiking season. Temperature is hovering around 30 degrees right now, but there's about a 20-mile-an-hour wind in the air consistently, and it's making things a little cold. I'm gonna warm up here. About 8 o'clock, just drove 2 hours from my house this morning. Woke up about 5 just to have some coffee in the morning. Things are definitely muddy and murky here at the Oil Creek State Park. If you're watching this, planning a trip, just so you know, the bridge is closed at the state park entrance, but Route 227 is still open and there's plenty of detour signs, you can't miss it. So, got the Plex Solo, first time out with that tent, Z-Packs, and I got the Ultra Trinity pack from Light AF on me. It's gonna be awesome. 3 different types of Ultra material on this pack. You guys see the first looks video. First time we're gonna get mud on it. Let's do this, it's gonna be a great day. It's supposed to warm up over the next couple hours. Heck yeah, 41 degrees today. The wind's finally died down a little bit, so I can maybe tell you about my plan for today. So, what I typically do here is I go clockwise from the park office and do about 17 miles today to Wolfkill, or Wolfkill, however you say it. Then, tomorrow, we'll see how I feel, and I'm either gonna do, 14 miles out to the Cow Run area, back to the parking lot, or do the whole thing. It's about 19 miles. So I'm just gonna see how I feel by the end of the day. I love this place. It just gives you a good mix of pretty much everything that I like. You know, seclusion, pine tree forest, history, waterfalls, streams. I love it. It's not really any mountainous views or anything, but that's okay for me. Right in the center of your screen, that would be the train tracks. They go pretty much down the whole park. It's kind of cool. There's also a bike trail further down near the park office. And then that right in front of you is Oil Creek. Definitely some serious flooding going on right now. We're going down to the kind of the bottom here near the tracks. I'm hoping they're not flooded over. I'm definitely losing the battle here to keep dry feet within the hour, but whatever. I knew it was gonna be muddy. It's too early in the season to do this. Looks like we're not flooded down here. Very close. Another couple feet, we definitely would have been. Wow. A couple times that I've been here, I've actually seen, you know, some tourists, some sightseers on a rail car, like a passenger car, and you know, it just kind of goes up and then back down the whole state park, Oil Creek. And I thought this was maybe one of the cars that were just off the track, but it looks more of a like a train station, if you will. But I'm kind of thinking about taking my family here, because there's also a nice bike trail, like I want to say 8 to 12 miles, maybe 14 miles of bike trail with a whole bunch of, you know, historic signs and like recreations. It's really cool here, man. This is one of my favorite state parks. Right now we're at Wren Farm. I think we got about 5.5 miles in for the day. I walk slow just to make sure that I'm warmed up enough because it's real cold out here with the wind. But we're gonna go back on the trail, and I think we'll be at Blood Farm at that point, seeing some sights. Right. Shaping up to be a good day. Sky's starting to peek out. Look at that. Oh yeah. pretty good. Not sure what that green building is down there. Maybe Blood Farm? Maybe the bathrooms at Blood Farm? I don't know. I think I got about 10 more miles. It's warmed up to about 34, 35 degrees. And took my rain jacket off finally. But it's still windy. And it's still muddy, for sure. I'm hoping, because Oil Creek has firewood under pavilion, hoping I can maybe get a fire started when I get to the tent site. That'd be nice to dry out some shoes and socks. Well, we almost made it right back to where I parked. Gonna be stopping for lunch soon here. I want to hit the Benningoff farm. I know there's a little picnic bench up there. Probably get out of the wind a little bit, even though it's kind of died down now. And maybe we'll have some ramen to kind of heat back up. Sounds really good right now. I'm hungry. Well, somebody ganked the picnic table. I don't know where it could possibly be, but it's gone. Maybe it just fell apart. Anyway, I'm gonna stop here for lunch. We're at the Benningoff farm, behind here to get out of the wind. So everybody always asks me, Frozen, do you ever have paranormal experiences or see Bigfoot and stuff? And I just like, oh my God, no, I don't really believe in any of that nonsense, but I was up at that cemetery that I showed you a couple clips ago. My battery on my camera was 35%, and now it's like at 1%. So I'm just letting this go till the battery dies, and I'll switch batteries. But ain't that weird? I'm gonna have some ramen noodles just to warm up here. I'm kind of not chilled, but it's definitely cold with my feet being wet the whole day. Let's see. My baggie here. Camera's still going though. Maybe it's just, I don't know, that's weird. I cleaned my Sawyer squeeze filter the other day. How fast that thing is now. I'm using the whole packet. Usually I use about a half, but get some electrolytes early in. I'm drinking a ton of water. Nice hot ramen noodles on a cold, windy day. Definitely blustery this morning, for sure. Definitely feels good to be out here again. Not just up at the park, but outside in general on an overnight. Kicking the backpacking season off, right? So I was just kind of following some PCT info, and I saw that, I knew California was getting hit hard with snow this year, but 188% more than usual. That's crazy. Search and rescue is actually stay away from the San Juancito Mountains. And there's 11 feet up there in a week. So I'm just getting the pre-through hike jitters, you know what I mean? Not that I'm doing it this year, it'll be next year, but man, what if I get a bad permit date? Right? I guess I'll figure it out. I have a good 6-month block saved up, but this inflation's got to stop because I'm always $2,000 behind. Not asking for money, don't get me wrong. I'm good by the time I go. But I just want to see that in the account, the amount that I need in the account, and then just it not change. I was following Jupiter, his hike last year, who's finally putting the He's got all the PCT videos out from last year, but he went in May, and he did it in like 90 days or 3 months, and he spent quite a bit more than I had expected. So, just taking some extra precautions because I want to thru hike again. Some people will say, why don't you just go hike the AT again? Honestly, I don't know if my knees will let me do it. The last 3 states are hard, very hard. I probably could have stretched a little bit more. Every time I come through here, this shack looks more decrepit. I guess a tree fell on it over there. It's gone there. I'm not going to get too close. I think I say that every time. But not sure what this was used for. Pretty cool history though. Alright, so I'm heading down the trail and I ran into a couple friends. Say hi, everybody, and introduce yourselves, maybe.
Yes, we are big fans of Frozen, and my name is Melanie Oliver.
And I'm Jeremy Oliver.
And they're locals to the area, right, you said?
Yes.
Yep, within a half hour, yep.
That's awesome. So we're having some great conversation, and he might do the AT in 2025, right?
I'm hoping to,
Dude,
yes. That's
totally
the plan.
do it. It's a blast.
Yeah. Make the commitment right now.
I'll do it.
Absolutely. Pick a date and just do it. Anyway, guys, it was so nice to meet you. Thanks so much for watching. I think the last little bit of that clip got cut off, so my apologies. Battery died right at the worst possible moment. But anyway, it was so nice seeing you guys, and thanks for watching for all these years. And dude, 2025, make it happen, man. Pick a date, just do it. It's so cool running into people. I love it. Whew. Just almost done climbing this hill. Then we'll go all the way back down next to the creek. And then be really close to camp, probably fill up water. You know what? The streams are flowing enough. I bet I could get water right next to camp. So that's what I think I'll do instead of carrying it up the hill. But almost had a pretty good view. Today's been great. Chance to think about some things. Kind of got lost in my head for the past hour. I've been kind of quiet, looking down kind of stuff. Oh, we gotta switch back. Going on up. And then have a nice, hopefully quiet night. Body's feeling pretty good today. Hoping I can actually do the full 36 for tomorrow. It'd be so nice. It's been many, many years since I've been able to do that. I always kind of use the swinging bridge or whatever it's called as the tap out point, just to cut the last 4 miles off, just to give me a chance to not hurt the next day. But this will definitely tell me if I'm conditioned for sure. Alfred's Bent Nail Bridge. There's actually bent nails in the sign too now. Nice touch. Woo! Home sweet home. And I took a chance on the water just based on my experience today with the trail. And I'm glad I did, because I didn't have to carry it uphill. It's right here. We get 2 liters, and then I'll be set for tonight. All right. About, let's see what time it is. It's 3:25. Pretty good time, I must say. Okay, tent site, home sweet home. We'll be here for tonight. I'm gonna get set up first. Got plenty of time. I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself for the next 7 hours. Probably sleep, catch up on some sleep. Maybe listen to an audiobook, but we're gonna get a fire going here too. But I'm gonna claim literally the only flat spot in this whole area. What's funny is, like, Cow Run isn't so bad. Wolfkeel, there's like one flat spot, a couple hammock spots up there. But like, if they would have picked any other location for the tent site, it would have been flat all over the place. But I guess it just depends on how many trees used to be here. I don't know. Anyway, let's get set up here. Well, the only flat spot has a root now. Okay. Actually, found a better spot. This is usually just filled in by weeds, but I'm gonna camp here tonight. I'm actually gonna use a ground sheet with the Plex Solo tonight. I didn't have a ground sheet with the Plexamid. Just wanted to try how DCF works, but my issue is not durability, it's just cleaning it up and shoving it in a pocket, you know? I'm using the new Ultra 200 Light AF pack, and I'm loving this little side pocket. Didn't think I would. Thought it was just, you know, I'm usually like just give me a real simple pack kind of guy. But this hygiene kit and the tent stakes, same pocket. Never lose them. Never have to go digging for them in the front. They're always right here. All right, Plex Solo. Let's see how you do. These are my wife's Cascade Mountain Techs. I can't use my trekking poles on this tent because it needs to extend to 54 inches, which is the max length of this guy, and mine only extends to 52. And that extra 2 inches makes a huge difference on the Plex Solo. So if you're thinking about the Plex Solo and you don't have like full Z-lock style, I think they're called, flip lock, that's what they're called, flip lock style trekking poles, and you're using the Z style like me, just add another $150 something expense on your Plex Solo. Or you can get the carbon pole that they sell too, but I don't want to carry that around. Got a bigger vestibule in the front, which is nice, and the top hangs over the tent more since they took out that goofy little flat roof looking thing. I'm the only one here at the tent site so far, but there are a couple people down in the shelters that I've saw. Everyone seems real quiet, so pretty good. Wouldn't mind some company here. Could take it or leave it, really don't care. Get my sleeping pad in there and quilt, start fluffing up. Got the 20-degree hammock gear quilt tonight. And the Nemo tents are insulated, which I think is gonna be the first night out with that. No, I had it at Chuck Kuiper, never mind. Second night out with that. All right, I got all this stuff collected from just all around the tent area, just anything that was sticking up above the ground, that's what I grabbed. All this stuff is very dead, as you can hopefully see in that blurry little clip I just showed you. And then I got this from under the pavilion. This is the wood that you get with your reservation. Left them a little donation in their box too, because I love this park so much. And then this is from just outside because I don't want to be a hog and use all the dry wood. I can just dry this out when this catches. Now, I made a bit of a minor mistake tonight. It's not detrimental, but usually I carry like 2 fire starters, one in my cook kit, one in my ditty bag. I must have took the ditty bag one out when I did the gear storage video a couple weeks ago. I'll link that right over there, or whatever side it ends up being on. But this is my only lighter right now. I should technically have 2. That's kind of a personal rule for me. Here's my cotton ball and Vaseline fire starters. I'm going to use probably 1 today. Oh, I have 2 bags. All right. Let's use this old bag first. That was a find. Yeah. All right, go plop that down. Rock. I'm gonna take these little guys. A lot of people say I don't know how to start fires, and that's inaccurate. The more accurate statement is I never do fires because I'm usually never at camp super early. I like to hike all day and then camp, but in colder weather like this, I always reduce mileage. And it just feels nice. There is definitely some water in these sticks, even though they were in the air that I got them from. We'll get it. Right. The sun finally peeked out behind the clouds a little bit ago, and it's just enough where it's about to, be sunset in about an hour. So too little, too late. I am seeing some blue sky. I'm hoping that continues for tomorrow. All right, let's see how bad my socks are. Yeah, they're pretty wet. My feet aren't too bad though. All right. Gonna dry them out just for a little bit. You know what I didn't bring? Any foot balm. I'm actually gonna use. Come here, fire starter. Multi-use. You can use this in a pinch too if you have the cotton ball and Vaseline fire starter. Actually, is a pretty good fix for cracked feet, which I do suffer from all the time. I used to get this stuff called Rocket Pure hand and foot balm, but they stopped making it. So I'm currently on the lookout for yet another brand, and I'm sure they're all the same. It's just tea tree oil and all this hippie stuff that smells nice. I don't really care about that. I want just whatever fixes, whatever the ingredient is that fixes my feet. That's what I want. You see the steam coming off my shoe? My feet were soaked today. The whole trail is a creek. It's getting nice here, nice and toasty. All right, guys. Rice and pasta blend in a soy, sesame, and chicken flavor sauce. Picnic tables and alcohol stoves. Please don't put your alcohol stove just on the picnic table. What I do is I use my pot lid, put it like that, and then it goes on the picnic table. That way, whenever you're done cooking your delicious meal, you don't have an unsightly burn mark on the picnic table. Works really well, and it's still just as stable. Oh my gosh, I forgot my fuel. It's way over there. I need to figure out how to learn to use the force, man. Alright, probably gonna be about an ounce. It's still pretty cold. So it gets light at 6:50. I'm gonna try to shoot to get up at 6 o'clock so I get on the trail by 7. That's the goal. Let's see if it actually happens. I feel like I'm gonna go to bed early tonight just because I got here at 3:30 or whatever time it was, and yeah, that's a little too early for me. I'm used to, like, I get to camp and then I have enough time to set up camp, eat dinner, and then by that time it's bedtime, you know? So that's just me. It doesn't look like a lot of water. Let's try and add cold water. That's fine. Oh no. There, lighter. Can't lose this. Let's switch you over here now. You're almost dry. Yeah. I'm gonna have 2 dry pairs of socks tomorrow. It's gonna be great. That is gonna be roaring by the time it gets dark. I'm super excited about that. I'm gonna listen to my Witcher audiobook. Take a look at the sunset with me. I feel good. I'm excited for tomorrow. I'm gonna enjoy my night. I will see you in the morning, everybody. Good night. Good morning, everybody. There's a lot of condensation in here. I did that on purpose though last night because the humidity was 100%, and obviously it's cold outside, so I got a decent bit. What I would expect. So no changes from the original Plexamed. I thought maybe we would have some more airflow because of this door. It's like higher up and wider, but no dice. So 0% precipitation chance for today. However, it might have stopped. It's hailing right now, just little ice balls. But I'm just gonna open a door and I think cook right outside the tent. I'm gonna try that. One thing that's a little frustrating for me still is the whole sleeping on a pad thing. And man, guys, if you got any tips, you tent experts. Remember, I'm coming from a hammock for the past few years now because of sleep issues. I don't know what to do with my arms. Like, they always end up falling asleep. I usually at home sleep on my side with my arm like up and under the pillow, which I think is my downfall. I cannot sleep on my back because of I have like an arch in my back. It kind of sucks, but yeah, I mean, any tips? I'm totally open. Do I need a wider pad maybe? I mean, I'm a very tiny body, so I don't think the pad's the issue. I just think I need to figure out a technique or something. Oh well, either way, it's about 6:20. I'll cook some oatmeal if I could find it. Got my food bag right here. Yeah, I'm gonna have some coffee.
That'll warm me up.
Oh yeah.
I hear people starting to get up too. I'm trying to get out here by 7.
Oh, that was a goose. Feels pretty cold out here. There's ice crystals on the table. I'm hoping it doesn't freeze. None of my water's frozen. So I think I'm all right. But fire died down about 9 o'clock last night. I got a couple photos of the stars that I think are maybe acceptable. This lens isn't the best for astrophotography. In fact, it's the kit lens that comes with the camera. It's the only one I feel comfortable taking out on the trail. But I wish I had my other lens. That's I've taken some shots on vacation. I'll share one with you here, just for those that aren't on Instagram. And for anyone wondering, my Instagram is the same as the channel, frozensoutdooradventures. But yeah, not bad. Not a peep out of anyone last night. Definitely a quiet night. Just tossed and turned all night. Got like an hour here, 2 hours there. Ultimately, I do need to figure out what's the best technique I need to sleep, but we'll get it. Every hike from now on this year is a shakedown hike for the PCT, so I'm trying to be in all different weather conditions. And like I said, I purposely left the doors closed so that tent would get condensation, just to kind of see how it does versus the previous version, which was called the Plexamed, and both about the same. I usually end up leaving the foot side door open. That way I can just get out real quick. There's some air that comes in. Or, in the summer, I leave both doors open and just sleep. I hear the stream that I'm about to cross in a little bit here. Nothing like wet feet. I know this stream is impossible to cross dry in the springtime, so I can just imagine how it's going to be this morning. Just especially with the way the trails have been. Miller Run, not too bad. Not too bad at all. I'm gonna get water here first though. I'm out. Alright. Track of bulls and then on my way. Okay, so this swinging bridge is where I usually cut about 4 miles of trail off when I come here in the early spring, but I'm so happy. We're going up to Drakewell. I haven't been able to do this whole loop in years, especially in 2 days. I feel good. I feel real good. I'm so happy my conditioning at my park and just stretching and yes. I'm so happy. I'm like jumping for joy. I know it's not a big deal, but I don't know. I'm pumped. Everything I'm doing is right, you know? So something I was thinking about that one of the subscribers yesterday that we got on video, I'm sorry, I forget your names. I'm terrible with names. You could tell me a nickname and I'll remember it forever, but if you tell me like your standard name, I'm sorry. That's a big weakness of mine. I wish I could change it. But regarding your kind of buyer's remorse yesterday with your outdoor gear, my thought on outdoor gear is it's an investment in your physical health and perhaps the length of your life. I don't think you can put a price tag on that, man. You know, for anybody on the fence about, you know, do I get this backpack? Do I get these shoes? Just do it. But here's the thing though. Make yourself use it. You know, if you're only using your gear once a year, then absolutely it's a huge waste of money and you should not buy like a duplex, right? But, you know, if you're going once or twice a month, then perhaps investing in that expensive gear is worthwhile. Just for the fact that not only are you using it, but you're getting out there to use it. And not only is it a physical condition thing, but, you know, there's also the mental side of things that you're helping your brain just relax and unwind. So I just thought I'd mention that, man. And again, pick a date. Do it. Do it in 2025. Just do it, dude. Make the commitment. Just get it done. I'm so excited for you. Hopefully someone else needed to hear that too. In an hour or so, we'll be over on the other side of that. I think we're ready to start heading down to Drakewell. Oh my gosh, is that a chair up there? Alright, which one of you guys did that? I don't even know where the nearest like crossing is. I think it's Drakewell. That's hilarious. Right down here, bike trail goes all the way down to Petroleum Center from Drakewell. I was talking about that earlier. I was like, man, that'd be really cool to take the fam down here for a day, ride the train and do that. I think that'd be awesome. By the way, I'm not tired at all. Dad jokes for days, guys. I just ran into Jeremy again, the dude from yesterday that was on the video doing the 18 and 25. And so he left me some stuff up here. We got a good old Trail Magic. Let's take a look at this little note here. Let's see what it says. Frozen, enjoy your adventure. Best of luck training for the PCT. Jeremy, look at that. The bridge in the center of your screen, that's where the Trail Magic was. That's what I would have took to come back if I didn't feel good enough to go to Drakewell. Anyway, I'm not gonna dawdle too long here today. I'm gonna try to make this a conditioning day for me and move a little faster than I was yesterday. man, am I feeling good. Do need to drink more. It's like real cold and windy. My water's freezing cold too, so I'm like not wanting to drink, but that's like when you should drink because you're losing all that moisture out of your body from sweating, and the wind's just blowing it right off you. It's only 11 o'clock, but I'm gonna for lunch. I'm getting hungry. Plus, Bogton Falls is like really nice right now with all the rain. All right, bagel, peanut butter to go. It might make more sense to do this the other side of the spoon. Let's see if I can figure that out. Yeah, like that. That probably is smarter than using the bowl. And then I can, oh yeah. Okay, it's cold. It's seriously cold out here. Anyway, I'm gonna scarf that down, and then we'll get going. Man, is that good. Cheers, buddy. Thank you. Oh man, is that good. All right, so I just passed over Toy Run, so I think we're making good time. I think there's like, I don't know, maybe 8 miles left for today. It's almost noon, so that's really good actually. I know there's a sign coming up that'll tell me how close to Cow Run, then I'll be able to give you a better number on that. But just been kind of in my own thoughts again today. Remember, just a conditioning hike, trying to speed things up. And man, does this taste good today. Thank you so much again, buddy. Whew, now it's hot. What the heck? It went from like 30 degrees to 50 degrees in like 2 seconds. Whew. I'm looking at this sign. 8.4 miles. So I was a little ahead of myself whenever I last took a mileage count back there. But all right, a little longer than I wanted to do, but it's all right. Especially if the weather's gonna be nice and we can take this hoodie off finally. Here's the Cow Run shelter sites. Shelters are a little closer together. The tent site, which is over here, I think it's just about the same, but it's maybe a little bigger. Maybe a little flatter. Neither one of them are very good here. But, you know, people do put their tents like throughout this area. You can get a pretty flat spot out here if it's not taken already. Anyway, 6-point-something miles left to the parking lot. And just like that, Oil Creek is done for the year. That was a good trip. Last 2 miles I did have to push myself as my IT band did start to freaking act up on me. So just need to keep hammering it. I'm doing the right thing, especially since I was able to complete the loop, you know, within 2 miles. And I think just a little stretching tonight would fix that. Gear-wise, I think the Plex Solo is going to work out really well for me. I'm going to get a chamois so I can wipe the condensation out. And, you know, actually, Light AF has a hiker to trail and trail to hiker to town, like reversible towel. Might look into that to see how absorbent it is. I'm going to need that anyway if it works out. I can use that for the PCT. And speaking of that, the backpack. Worked out pretty cool. I'm liking the additional features. Some of the stuff, I'll probably end up cutting it off at the end of the year. We'll give it a good solid try, let them know what I like, what I don't. Other than that, it was great running into Jeremy and Melanie. There you go, right? Remembered. Hey, so bad with names. It was awesome running into you guys, seriously. And I wish I would have got the other dude's name. I met another guy, his brother maybe, perhaps. Anyway, hello, sorry I was kind of in a rush today. I knew that today was gonna be a long day and I would be out late, but great time. Always a great time at Oil Creek. Check the description box for more info, including the GPS and kind of the mileage that I did, where I stayed, and any kind of other tips I end up throwing in there. Anyway, find time and go on your own adventure. I'll see you on the trail, everybody. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it.